Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your patience and for being in the heat with us. And welcome to members of our community and members of the press who are here with us today. My name is Kate Howe, and I am an organizer with the Rhode Island Deportation Defense Coalition. Yes, that's right. Let's give it up. So before we begin, I want to just first thank everyone for being here and to thank Crown Fried Chicken for hosting us for this important event. We're really appreciative. And I'll just start with a brief overview of who the coalition is and what we do. So since February, the Rhode Island Deportation Defense Coalition, which includes AMOR, Alliance to Mobilize Our Resistance, ONA, the Olneyville Neighborhood Association, and PSLRI, the Party for Socialism and Liberation in Rhode Island, has been organizing and mobilizing hundreds of people to say no to ICE terror. Our coalition has achieved this by creating a deportation defense phone line and a community alert channel so that anyone, any regular person who sees ICE or thinks they see ICE can call the defense line, which is staffed by volunteer operators from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. After we get a call, volunteer verifiers are sent out to check at the location whether ICE or other officials are present, and if there is an active ICE abduction taking place, then the wider network of over 1,000 people who are in our community alerts channel is notified and mobilized to come out and protect our community members. But let's step back for a minute and ask, why is it necessary to have a volunteer-run deportation defense line? And why have our communities needed to come together to get organized and show our strength? The answer is that our government, and not just the current administration, but many administrations on the federal, state, and local levels have long tried to use immigration as a racist tool to divide us, the working people of this country. Not just for years, not just for decades, but for generations. Politicians and their wealthy donors have spread lies to scapegoat our immigrant community members as if they are to blame for the problems we face in our daily lives. But we know the truth. Immigrants are woven into the fabric of our communities. They contribute to economic growth, safety, and cultural vitality in our neighborhoods. In reality, it is the politicians and their rich supporters. They are the ones who have created the systems that bring suffering into our lives and our communities. At the present time, in these past few months, this racist campaign of misinformation and persecution, which has long had severe and even deadly consequences, has been raised to a new level of crisis. ICE agents, along with other federal agents, all fully assisted by local police departments, are waging terror on our communities. Just earlier this week, we saw this happening to our neighbors in Silver Lake, where Providence police were working side by side with ICE agents to violently arrest our neighbor Yvonne. The police can deny it all they want, but we know that ICE, DHS, PPD, they are all the same. They're working together to rip our families and our workplaces apart because they are scared of the strength that we'd have if we united as a community to protect ourselves against those who are really to blame for our hardships. This is the reason that we are building the deportation defense line, and this is the reason why today we are excited to announce the launch of New Immigrant Defense Zones, a network of local businesses who have pledged to protect immigrant community members, including by closing their doors and refusing entry to immigration officials who do not have a judicial warrant. So today we're going to hear from a couple of the organizers and volunteers of the Deportation Defense Coalition, as well as a few of the business owners who have chosen to take this pledge and make their business into an immigrant defense zone. So up first, I would like to introduce Immigrant Defense Zone business speaker Trent Manning from Down the Road Movers. We could just welcome Trent to the mic.
Yes, thank you, Kate. Good morning, everyone. My name is Trent Manning, and I'm the founder and owner of Down the Road Movers, a company rooted in the values of second chance, dignity, and collective strength. We're a crew made up of working class, formerly incarcerated Black and brown people who have been counted out numerous of times, locked up, and pushed to the margins. And we came together to build something real, something that's ours. But enough about my business. The reason I'm here today is something much, much more serious. As someone who understands that survival under this system is not just about working hard, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, but it's about protecting each other. And that's what the deportation defense is. It's protection. It's resistance. It's love in the form of action. Let's be clear. Deportation doesn't happen in a vacuum. It's one of the many tools of the racist capitalist system. It tears working class families apart. It targets specifically black and brown immigrants. It disappears people in the middle of the night, in front of their children, off their job sites, out of the courtrooms. And it sends a clear message that our lives are disposable. Well, I reject that message. We reject that message. At Down the Road Movers, we've seen how systems try to make us disappear through prisons, through poverty, through silence. And that's why we stand with our undocumented neighbors, co-workers, and comrades, because their fight is our fight. Because none of us are free unless all of us are free. We support deportation defense because it's not just about keeping someone in the country. It's about keeping someone in their home, with their family, in their community, with their people. It's about building a future. Just gonna wait till the motorcycle passes. It's about building a future where our worth isn't determined by papers or background checks, but by our humanity. So to everyone organizing court support, showing up for ICE check-ins, raising bail, and doing outreach like we are, so our community knows their rights to fight back against these criminals. You are building a world where no one gets thrown away behind a billionaire's agenda. And if you're still on the sidelines, understand this. If you're waiting until it's your family member, your co-worker, your neighbor, then you've waited too long. Our people are being targeted yesterday, today, and tomorrow. The time to act is now. Because down the road, no one's going to remember the jobs or the money. We'll remember whether we had the guts to help lift up and protect our people when it counted. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Trent. Thank you for reminding us of the urgency of the moment and for also making it clear that what we're doing is really about love for our community and for our shared humanity. So next, I'm excited to introduce Rue, who is a volunteer with the Deportation Defense Coalition and has been doing a lot of amazing outreach work for the coalition.
Hi everyone, my name is Rue. I'm a volunteer with the Deportation Network. As we know, there have been increased attacks on immigrants across the country and here in Rhode Island. And the people of Providence, of Rhode Island, we will not accept this. The community is coming together to protect our immigrant families, from neighbors to small business owners, everyday working people. We have dozens and dozens of volunteers outreaching every week, every day, to connect with people, to protect our community from racist ICE terror. And we have had hundreds and thousands of conversations with people across the neighborhoods in Providence. I, in particular, have been connecting with neighbors in the West End of Providence, and we have found that the people overwhelmingly support the movement to protect our immigrant communities and want to join us. We cannot wait for politicians to protect our community. We have to do it ourselves. So if you are seeing these attacks and want to fight back, please reach out. If we want to see an end to deportation, we have to continue to build a strong movement to protect our people. And again, we invite you to join us. Thank you.
Thank you, Rue. All right, next I am looking forward to introducing Jair, who is a lead organizer with the Deportation Defense Coalition. So he will be speaking a little bit more to the work that we're doing together.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jair Perez. I'm an organizer with the Party for Socialism and Liberation, and I'm a member of the Deportation Defense Line, Rhode Island. I'm proud and honored today that we're launching the Small Business Pledge as a defense line, the Immigrant Defense Zones. Small business owners are excited to join the fight to protect immigrants who live under the fear of deportations and ICE terror. We understand that in order for these small businesses to stand up, we're living by a few sort of understandings. There's no warrant, no detention, not on our watch. That is the basis of the pledge. ICE cannot break the law and barge into businesses to detain people, so the people will enforce this law. It demonstrates how much everyday people stand with immigrants and stand against ICE. Even the idea of this pledge came from the community. It came from the people. A small business owner here in the South Side asked what more could they do? And they made the suggestion that they make their small business a defense zone. So we're turning the entire South Side into a defense zone. And we're not stopping at the South Side. More and more businesses are signing the pledge in the East Side, in the West End, and soon Olneyville. This isn't just citizens standing up for immigrants. This is the people standing up for the people. Because now we have on video the smoking gun of the knowledge we knew all along, that Providence police are collaborating with ICE. This past Sunday at Alverston Ave, we have on video police doing ICE's job for them. And later, the body cam reveals the same truth. Police officers stood at the doorway of a house without a warrant, coercing a community member to surrender himself before handing him over to ICE. This is not only a violation of the Community Service Act, but it confirms that the police does not have our backs. They have ICE's backs. Providence police are complicit in the deportation machine. And they have failed to protect us, so we must protect us. But that's always been true. We saw on Friendship Street 2 weeks ago, around the corner, where police brutalized community members over a noise complaint. The department that is supposedly here to protect us is actually here to brutalize us and hand us over to ICE. So we need to step up. We need to defend our communities from ICE, from police, from gentrification, from rent and utility hikes, from every single threat to our communities. Now the police, ICE, the Trump administration, the billionaires, the far right, they want to convince us that immigrants are our biggest threat. But that's like the wolf warning us about sheep. The biggest threat to the people today is the police. It is ICE. It is the Trump administration. It is the far right. It is the billionaires. The biggest threat today is capitalism and imperialism, the war machine that is currently committing genocide against Palestine. It's capitalism and imperialism as to why the rich get richer every day and the poor get poorer. And we cannot let them confuse us any longer. Every day we stay confused, they stay in power. So if we want to stop ICE, we need to get organized. If we want to stop the far right, we need to get organized. If we want to stop this administration, we need to get organized. And if we want to end capitalism and imperialism once and for all, we need to get organized and stay organized. And everyone has a role in the struggle. So if you're a small business, sign the pledge. Make your business a defense zone. If you're a wage worker or salaried, get involved with the defense line. If you have the money but not the time, make donations. Make donations to our printing process. Make the defense line as popular as possible. We need as many people to stand up and get involved so that we can protect all of our community. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jair. Thank you for reminding us how federal and local authorities can try to divide us. They can try to terrorize us. But there's one fact that they can never escape, which is that when the people come together and get organized, there is no stronger force than us. We cannot be stopped, and we demand our rights, our dignity, the safety of our people. And to guarantee this, we demand that ICE and DHS leave our communities once and for all. So thank you again, everyone, for joining us today. And thank you to all of the new Immigrant Defense Zone businesses. We have 25 businesses signed up so far, and we are getting more signatures every day. So this initiative is only growing from this point on. And I'll just close by saying that the organizing that is needed to expand our people power in this moment, it doesn't happen by accident. It takes time, effort, and commitment. What you have heard here today reflects the beginnings of this work, which builds on the work of generations before us. But we have a long way to go, and we need everyone here to be a part of it. So on Saturday, July 26th at 12 p.m. noon, the Deportation Defense Coalition is hosting an open community meeting for the Southside neighborhood, just a couple blocks that way, at 807 Broad Street. And the entire Southside community, including everyone here, is invited to come and build with us, get organized with us, and help us secure the safety and well-being of our neighbors that we all want and we all deserve. When we are organized, there is nothing that we cannot accomplish. And I also just want to encourage everyone here and everyone watching to call the Deportation Defense Line whenever you see possible ICE activity. The number is 401-675-1414. And we also encourage you to join the community alert channel on WhatsApp or Telegram. All of our flyers have a QR code on them for you to join. And you can also talk to me or anyone else from one of our organizations, ONA, AMOR, and PSL, for more assistance on that if needed. And follow these groups on social media too, to stay informed and to get involved. So thank you again, everyone, for coming and joining us here. We are committed to continue building our strength together, and we want you to join us. And we'll see you on Saturday, July 26th at noon.
If a business wants to join the pledge, how can they do that?
I think the best way would be to reach out to one of our orgs on social media. So again, it's okay. If a business wants to sign up for this pledge, they can reach out to us on social media, one of our organizations in the coalition. So those are PSL Rhode Island, the Party for Socialism and Liberation of Rhode Island, the Olneyville Neighborhood Association, ONA, and the Alliance to Mobilize Our Resistance, AMOR. We're all on Instagram.
Are you publicizing where the businesses are so that folks know where they can start?
Yes, we are publicizing that. Actually, if you take a look at the window right here, all of the businesses who sign up for committing to the pledge will have these posters in their window declaring that they are a safe location for immigrants, that they are part of the Immigrant Defense Zone.
Other than the signs though, is there like a running list where if you were out province where you could go?
Currently not. but who knows in the future.
Are most of the 25 so far in Providence, or what communities are these businesses in?
Yeah, so far the 25 businesses are mostly in Providence, primarily here in the Southside neighborhood, although we have a few scattered elsewhere as well.
And can you just talk through the practical nature of this? It's basically these businesses are refusing entry of ICE officials unless they have a warrant. Like if they have a warrant, they can come in then, right? Because they have to be let in.
Yeah, I mean, the businesses who have signed up for the pledge are committing to exercising their rights as businesses to close their doors and to lock their businesses, and to say no to any law enforcement who are trying to enter the premises without a warrant. That is a fundamental legal right.
Can I ask Trent a question or two, if you don't mind? As a business owner. Your business is in Providence?
Yes.
Okay. And was there a particular incident involving maybe an employee or someone close to you that kind of spurred your action in this, or was it more of just how you felt about this moment?
Yeah, just how I feel about this moment. So our business is built on the model of second chance. We employ formerly incarcerated. We prioritize that, and myself, years of organizing, understand financial freedom in that way. So not even in a sense to read between the lines, we all know what's happening right now, currently in our country. You know what I mean? So the moment, if I can use my platform, is what I'm saying, then I will use it any chance I get.
Have ICE come to your business at all?
No, this is not directly affected my business per se, but I do employ multiple co-workers who are of immigrant status.
Can I ask legal status or?
Yes, they are legal.
Does the coalition reach out to mayor's office, the council, or other state reps to kind of put the word out or help in this initiative?
Yes, I mean, there has been conversation with some local government officials. I believe City Council a few weeks ago had sent out a mailer with information for our immigrant community members about what they can do in this moment, and it included our deportation defense line phone number.
The police chief and mayor were kind of indirectly referenced. Are you looping them into the conversation, or not trusting enough to have them involved?
I mean, as we mentioned, as I mentioned in my speech earlier, we know that the Providence police are actively collaborating with ICE. We see that in the abductions that have been taking place over the past few months. We have it on video, so our work is really to defend against all of these law enforcement officials who are attacking our communities. All right. Thank you all again so much for being here.
726.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'll make one more plug for our community meeting next Saturday, July 26th at noon, 807 Broad Street.
Right down the street.
Right down the street, a couple blocks. And yes, thank you. And I mean, I'll be around afterwards too for more questions if anyone wants. Okay, and folks can also speak with Jair, who spoke earlier as well, if you have more questions.
Thank you.